38 years ago today, Apple's iconic 1984 commercial first aired in the Super Bowl of that year. It was the first time that anyone outside Apple had really heard the name Macintosh, and nearly 4 decades on, it's still recognised as one of the best ads of all time. So let's take a look.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests, obeying contradictory laws. Unification of the laws is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people, with one will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
So this commercial was created by Chiat, Apple's marketing agency at the time, with creative direction by Lee Clow, the man who named the iMac. If you've not already read or listened to his book Insanely Simple, it gives an amazing look behind the scenes at Apple, not just in terms of marketing and advertising, but also personal anecdotes about Steve Jobs. I'll leave a link to both the book and Audible down in the description. Both help support the channel, but that's not really the point of this. I just think it's really worth looking at. The ad itself was directed by Blade Runner director Ridley Scott and was of course based on the look and feel of George Orwell's 1984. And it was shot in the UK in 1983, although reports of the production costs vary from $250,000 way up to $900,000, but I'd guess that the higher number is simply the adjusted for inflation version. The ad itself casts IBM as Big Brother, the huge corporation which at the time was beginning to take over the industry. And the IBM Compatible x86 architecture did go on to dominate. But this ad casts Apple as the rebellious upstart, the alternative from the mainstream. This is a message that's echoed in the Here's to the Crazy Ones Think Different campaign TBWA Chiat would create for Apple around 15 years later, after Steve Jobs returned to the company after his time at Pixar and Next. It's also similar to Think Different in that it's an advertisement that doesn't actually show products. It's purely about Apple's values and their brand position, not how something works, what it can do for you, or how it makes your life better. It's squarely positioning Apple as the underdog here, and also the edgy option. While Apple is still very much in the minority when it comes to the computer industry, with macOS making up around about 8% of the PC sales, it's the biggest company in the world now, and can Apple still get away with being thought of as the David in a David and Goliath conflict? If anything, the Intel marketing campaign, if you can call it marketing, about PC versus the Mac that followed the release of the M1s does show how Intel is actually worried about Apple taking the lead, how the tables have turned. In terms of how the ad was received at the time and since, it won the Clio Award and the Cannes Lions Advertising Festival Grand Prix in 1984, joined the Clio Awards Hall of Fame, and was named the greatest commercial by Ad Age in 1995. TV Guide called it the #1 greatest commercial of all time in 1999, and it was named the best Super Bowl commercial of all time in 2007. Not bad going. It's even spawned parodies in an attack ad against Hillary Clinton in 2008 during her primary run against Barack Obama, with her in the place of Big Brother, and it was also parodied by Valve when they announced Half-Life 2 coming to the Mac, and of course by Epic Games recently when Apple removed Fortnite from the App Store after they broke the terms of their contract. It was dropped instantly after Apple removed the game as well, making it very clear that Epic was completely expecting this outcome from adding their own in-app purchases. So, what do you think of Apple's 1984 ad? Has Apple done a more iconic advert since? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this. My name's iCaveDave. I do Apple news and leak videos every weekday at 1300 UTC. These are my Patreons. Thank you to them for their help with this. And if you like the t-shirt that I'm wearing, you can grab it at iCaveDave.com/merch. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.